So Loki's running towards me. We're still here because I've got to tell you what Stravinsky said about the Great Fugue, Beethoven Great Fugue. So Stravinsky said in his conversations with Robert Kraft, and incidentally, the conversations with Robert Kraft are quite controversial because Kraft was not entirely reliable and used to make stuff up or persuade Stravinsky to say things that he wanted him to say. Nevertheless, there are so many nuggets in there and so many things that are clearly, authentically Stravinsky. I think this one absolutely is. So the great Igor says, at 80, this is Stravinsky saying this, I found new joy in Beethoven, and the Great Fugue now seems to me, it was not always so. I mean, he's admitting that he's not always loved Beethoven, but it was not always so. But it now seems to me a perfect miracle. How right Beethoven's friends were when they convinced him to detach it from Opus 130, for it must stand by itself, this absolutely contemporary piece of music that will be contemporary forever. Fascinating, famous statement about the Grosse Fuge, that it's a piece of music that in a sense remains contemporary. What did Stravinsky mean by that? I suppose he meant the astonishing rigour of its writing and the vigour of its instrumental conception, these ferocious rhythms, endless offbeat notes, sort of plunging in. You get these amazing quavers that come in just off the beat. Stravinsky actually comments on it. He says, hardly birthmarked by its age, the Great Fugue is, as rhythm alone, more subtle than any music composed in my own century. And I think he's referring to all these wonderful, rapid syncopations, offbeat quavers and things that Beethoven indulges in. Quite remarkable accelerando effects with increasing rhythmic speed. I talked about Opus 111, the final sonata, recently, and the amazing rhythmic innovations there. Beethoven really was an amazing rhythmic composer. Is Stravinsky right when he says that the Great Fugue needed to be detached? I don't really agree with him. I love the Great Fugue when it functions as the finale of Opus 130. When it does that, it's like the finale of the Ninth Symphony, an absolutely overwhelming finale, and it works fabulously in that context. But let me know what you think. Do you agree with Stravinsky? Should it stand on its own? Or do you agree with me? Should it be a finale as Beethoven originally intended it to be, the finale of Opus 130? I mean, for one thing, it's much better than the substitute finale he wrote, in my opinion.